country since an inconclusive election in February. Well, now, is Italy's new leader the right person to whip the economy back into shape? And will rivals give him enough time to push through unpopular reforms? Well, to help us answer those questions, I'm joined here in the studio by our international affairs editor, Douglas Herbert. Good evening, Douglas. And from London by Marco Vincenzino, who is the director of Global Strategy Project. Marco, I'm going to start with you. Now, this grand coalition is a compromise government. It took months of hard work to form it. It's unlike any other seen in recent times, isn't it?
I mean, they're going to be, say, governing upon the lowest common denominators. There's certain things that need to be passed, specifically if you look in things like electoral reform, to prevent such a stalemate in future. And also you are looking at just beyond Italy, beyond the Italian borders. It's much of what European policy. It's what has been agreed at the European level by previous Italian governments, by Monti. And also you're going to be looking at Germany. I mean, the German elections in late September are playing a huge impact in what can be conceded to a new Italian government before then.
Marco, it's Doug Herbert here in Paris. Question about the economy here. We heard the new prime minister essentially say he wants to reverse the austerity policies that we've seen in Italy. But it also seems that he's not just stopping in Italy. He wants to rewrite, it seems, the whole economic script across Europe, gone with the austerity.
I think he's going beyond the scope, or he's attempting to go beyond the scope of whatever mandate he does have. Right now, it's austerity. Let's be straightforward. Austerity is going to remain. What you can add to it is some growth programs. There'll be more rhetoric on the part of Letta and many other European leaders for more stimulus. Yes, there'll be more programs that can be in addition to the austerity, but fundamentally, apart from maybe tweaking with some of the austerity is there to stay for the long term. Reason being is that these debts have accumulated for so many years. At some point, they're going to have to pay it off. And by continuously trying to kick the can down the road, you're simply just going to make a bad situation even worse.
Marco, just finally, how long do you give Letta in keeping that coalition together?
But it can be definitely towards the end of the year. It's going to take at least 6 months. If within those 6 months there's a level of they feel comfortable with each other, that things are being accomplished, it could last for a while longer. But beyond that, it'll be muddling through. You can't really say how long it's going to last. I would say minimum of 6 months, potential elections in early 2014. But once again, if you have a good rapport amongst this grand coalition, they're getting along, there's activity and you see some traction and results, it's like it can continue. But beyond that, muddling through on a legislative agenda, on a